Hey Capricorn, welcome into your reading. Welcome in, welcome in. All right, let's see what your situation is for mid-July. Okay. Mid-July for Capricorn, please. What's their situation? Ooh, too many. I'll take that though. Okay. We have the Devil in reverse. We have the Wheel of Fortune. And we have the Three of Cups. Now, Three of Cups is reconciliation, reunification, good news at work, happy news, networking, dating, putting yourself out there. The Wheel of Fortune, Saggy energy, is telling me that something has happened for you guys where it's changing your dynamic. It's helping you flow forward. Now, what's interesting is your ruling planet, which is Saturn, it's going retrograde through Aries and Pisces, which is interesting because this is like a push and pull type of energy. And it's meant to be this way. And obviously, as you know, because it is your ruling planet, it's a disciplinary planet as well. And the reason for this like retrograde period through Aries, it's meant to move forward, pause and reflect. Move forward, pause and reflect kind of vibes, right? And then you have the Devil in reverse, which is Capricorn energy, and the Three of Cups. This good news or this whatever, happy news or this, reconciliation or this whatever it is, this Three of Cups, with the Devil in reverse, it's almost like a form of doing something in a different way. Breaking barriers, breaking bad patterns, stopping negativity. And this retrograde going through Aries is the interesting part because Aries in general as an archetype, it's a fast-moving planet. Because they have Mars as their ruling planet. It's action-oriented. It's move, move, move. Move first, think later. That is like so the opposite of you. But when you do it in retrograde, it's almost the same energy but going through molasses. It's almost going through mud. So this is why this might be great for you right now, Capricorn, because it's like a tug of war in a way. It's like move forward and then slow down. Move forward and slow down. So this is helping you take tiny little bite-sized forms of change and being able to accept them and be okay with it. And the reason the universe is doing this for you now, obviously, is for your betterment. But, the Wheel of Fortune comes in many forms and shapes. Like it could be an ex coming back. It could be, some new job opportunity. It can be a new relationship altogether, but it is good news. All right. I see you walking away from something that doesn't emotionally serve you. All right. So if it's a job or a relationship or whatever, you're like, it's emotionally draining. It's not doing anything for me. So these planets are influencing you in a very, very positive way. Now, what's coming in towards my Capricorn, please? I'm like kind of proud of you, Capricorn. You're really stepping out of like this, these barriers where, you've been stuck in a rut for a long time. But moreover, you're not just blaming the situation or the environment. You're adjusting to the change. And that's the good stuff. That's the great stuff. And I see you moving forward with your agenda here with the Chariot. Regardless of the positive and the negative, all the stuff that's going on in your external world, you're just still moving forward with your vision, with your goal, whatever that is, right? So if regardless of the positive and the negative, you still have yourself moving forward and charging ahead. Now, what is it that Capricorn does not see coming their way, please? Wow. Definitely some of you are dealing with a third-party situation. But I see you waiting for something, results of some kind. or somebody to come back to you, or to hear back from someone or something. You're waiting for your ships to come in. Maybe a boss, maybe a lover, maybe a love, period, a job, something. What is the advice here for Capricorn, please? There it is. Ace of Cups. Eight of Pentacles, and wow. It's kind of actually saying you have a new love interest that's coming in, or some kind of opportunity that you will love, right? And it's telling you to keep working at it. But moreover, the Ace of Cups in the advice position, that's a great omen. All right, because this is something that the universe is offering you for your betterment. And they're saying work towards this new opportunity. But that's all it is. It's an opportunity. Keep your head down. Keep yourself focused like you are. Keep charging along and go towards this new love. Person or job or thing or whatever. It's new. Get out of your head. Go back to who you normally are. Earthy, grounded, nurturing, loving, kind, caring. What is the outcome of the week, please, for Capricorn? You do end up with feelings. You catch some. And that's a good thing because... I didn't like the Six of Pentacles. Come on now. Six of Pentacles is breadcrumbing. Either you're doing it or you're being breadcrumbed. I don't like that. You are opening up and you have hearts and feelings for something or someone who's breadcrumbing you. Or you are doing it to keep them around until you decide what to do. At the end of the day, I know you're walking away from something that doesn't emotionally satisfy you. I see an ending in betrayal and feeling left out in the cold. I think you're upset with what was done to you by someone else. You might not necessarily go back to them or want to be with them, but you definitely are thinking about how it went down. Even though the universe is like saying, well, you know, that is what it is. They're going to end up with their own karma. You just need to keep your head down and go towards this new thing here. But let's start clarifying and see what's going on here for you. What's going on here for Capricorn, please? What is the Wheel of Fortune, the Devil in reverse, and the Three of Cups? Yeah, I think as the Empress comes out here, you're thinking of your worth and your value. You're like, I know what I bring to this table. None of this can happen if it's not for me. I mean, you're not saying that out loud, but that's what's happening there. You're definitely trying to manifest something. It's so odd to me, though, Capricorn, because I feel like, I hate to say this, one situation, it's like dead in the water unless you bring it back to life. You feel me? All right, so what is this? But regardless of that being the case, as you know it to be that the case, you're still moving forward. You're not letting it mar you or hold you back or hold you down. What is the Chariot? Please clarify the Chariot. Yeah, you're taking some kind of action towards the situation. You're like, fuck this. I'm not going to be down for long. I'm going to go towards my happiness. I don't give a shit what they say, what they do, out of sight, out of mind, whatever. But you're stressing and you're having sleepless nights and anxiety. And because of this, this is why you're keeping focused. You're like, if I don't keep focused and I don't stay driven, I'm going to be having these crazy ass sleepless nights. So you start taking action towards a certain situation. And it's like some activity that goes back and forth between you and another person. I see Aries energy back here too. And Leo. I feel like this person's going back and forth with you, Capricorn. But regardless that they are, and it is stressing you out, you're still moving forward. What's the Three of Wands? You waiting for something. You walked away from something that wasn't making you emotionally happy, but now you're waiting for them to come back to you too, or see what they do. You are. It might be a water sign coming in for you guys. What is this? Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, please. Yeah, I see lover here. Lover's not your boyfriend or your girlfriend. They're not your husband or your wife, but I do see you eventually finding some happiness. But keeping secrets or letting the other person keep the secrets is what's going to breed the toxic thing that you create amongst yourselves, all right? So the universe is saying, find the fresh new start in love. Maybe outside this lover or this new lover, but don't turn him into a lover. You know, work at this. Make this be something. Because it's just, you know, this is a start out of love. Or don't let a lover hold you back if that's all they are to you. What is the Six of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups, please? You might have feelings for somebody. I don't know. There's this Seven of Swords here. This is what we do in the shadows, which is an affair or we ghost. Or some, yeah, this is an affair. Knight of Wands and the Seven of Swords. And on the low, with the Hermit card. You have feelings for somebody here, but there's a lot of little, like, just breadcrumbs. It's like, not the bakery. It's one rose. It's not the garden. It's not even the fucking bouquet. All right, guys. So your week is ending like that, but the universe is saying work towards this thing with the lover or, you know, the fresh new start in love. Wait, who is this? Who do you want them to go towards? Wow, the Eight of Pentacles came out twice in the same position with a third deck. Potential of somebody that you have invested time and energy with, and a reconciliation, because Three of Cups and Seven of Pentacles came out again. So that's an insight. What's going on here for love with Cap? Please? Please? You deserve love and not these breadcrumbs that you are probably receiving. Something or someone might be beneath you, or you need to speak up and talk to that person. Anything else for advice for my Cappies, please? This is a little long-winded, but usually this Oracle deck is so on point. Capricorn, please. This might also go for the person that's cross-reading too, guys. All right, loneliness versus connection. Oh my God, for sure. I feel like Aries got this, like, what, last week or something? This is such a great card to read, and I feel like a lot of people forget about this sometimes, and they're wondering what the connection actually is. Feeling lonely isn't always caused by not having people around you, but by the lack of meaningful connection that you have with them. So even though you might have a lot of friends or you meet a lot of people on a daily basis, you could still feel alone. Maybe the feeling arises when you realize there's no one to whom you can tell your inner secrets to, nobody you can confess your pain, or nobody that is genuinely celebrating your success and happiness with you. This card encourages you to look at the connections that you have and see if there's anything you can do to improve them to make them deeper and more genuine. Casual connections are easy to make, but deeper connections are more meaningful and make us feel more fulfilled. So instead of fearing getting closer to others, see if you can lean in and nourish the relationship that you do have. You have the ability to steer conversations in different directions. If someone is telling you about an experience they had, then you can choose your questions and have them elaborate on how they were feeling in the moment, what they learned from that experience, or what was the best versus worst part of it. Or you can choose to focus on the most factual side of the story as where they were, and how they would like to go about it. Start to be a bit more observant in your communication with others and see if you can notice opportunities for your connections to grow stronger and leave you both a little less lonely and a little bit more fulfilled, and not walking away, because you're not emotionally satisfied. Connections with others is daring to give of yourself, showing that it's safe to share with you and that you welcome their true emotions and listen without judgment. Interesting. All right, guys, that's what I have for you this week. I hope that helped. I'll see you on the next one.